If you found this message, this is for you. So, wow, we already got cards. What does the collective need to know today? If you were sitting with me and what I need you to do right now is I need you to close your mind, take a deep breath, and let your spirit guides speak through me. So I need you to say in your mind, I give you permission to speak. I give you permission to give me a message. Okay, honestly, I think the cards that came out, these are the ones that I'm supposed to be reading. So, wow, this is really intense, actually. We have the first card that we have is the 12th house, escape. There it is. It's focusing now. And then we have the first house of the body. So if you don't know astrology, this might be confusing, but I will explain everything. Then we have Pisces, I believe. This is really interesting. Let's focus on this card. Take a look at it. See if you see any symbolism, anything that might be important. Maybe you are Pisces. Honestly, maybe you have Pisces somewhere within your chart. I'm also getting Leo just because this is just giving Leo this energy. Like this card is just giving Leo. But first off, let me just kind of give a general briefing of what these cards might mean. So first off, the 12th house, that represents escape. Well, the 12th house in general represents your unconscious mind. It also represents generally like the things that you don't have access to that are in your mind. So literally just like the unconscious. Pisces to me represents like your beliefs about yourself and or self-concept, and I'm obviously getting that is very heavily paired with the first house of the body. Let me focus on this. The first house of the body paired with Pisces, I believe it's giving your beliefs about yourself. And honestly, I'm getting something in the sense that you have beliefs about yourself that you are not aware of, that you are letting rule and dictate your life, yet you don't seem to acknowledge it. Like it's just completely in the back of your head. You just don't think about it. You're ignoring it. But this belief that you have either about your body, I'm also getting body dysmorphia with this, if I'm being honest. Like some of you might be struggling with body image recently, or it might be a theme consistently within your life. And it is a lesson that you are supposed to learn. How to accept the vessel that you have chosen within this lifetime is a lesson that a lot of you are meant to learn in this life. And not consistently hold it to perfectionist standards, because it's just simply unrealistic. It's a human body, it's a vessel. It is meant for you to live and experience in. It is not meant for you to criticize and fix and perfect, okay? I need to listen to that myself, trust me. Like as a young woman, I understand. But I am seeing that you are holding beliefs about your body, specifically within your mind, that spirit or your God or your spirit guides are basically letting you know this is no longer serving you. You need to start bringing this to the surface. You need to start becoming aware of it, because honestly, this belief that you've been holding about yourself, about your body, etc., it's affecting you negatively, and they're basically letting you know, like, hey, it's time to wake up. Like, it's time to wake up. Like, this, you cannot let rule your life anymore. You are being held back from your truest potential because of the fact that you are letting this belief about yourself dictate everything, basically. And honestly, with the escape card, I'm getting something kind of interesting. I'm getting that due to the fact that you do have this negative belief about yourself or your body or general whatever, you actually might be escaping into some sort of escapism, whether it be drugs, self-harm, and eating disorder, because you cannot cope with how you feel about yourself. And God is letting you know, like, honestly, I'm not getting a harsh wake up. I'm getting like a very soft, gentle, like, listen, I understand this is difficult. Oh, also, just preface, I'm not a doctor. Please take any medical advice extremely lightly. I will not give medical advice. But what I'm saying is, God is kind of saying, like, the vibe that I'm really getting is more so like, listen, I understand that you are struggling. We get it. We understand, like, we've been there, and we're not saying like, oh my God, like, you're so stupid, like, but we're not criticizing, we are not judging whatsoever, but we are letting you know that this is holding you back from being the divine being that you were reincarnated to be. This is holding you back, and you need to start just acknowledging it, really. I'm not even necessarily seeing like working on it, or I mean, obviously that's the next step, But honestly, the first step is acknowledging, and I think a lot of you guys may be in denial about the fact that this is even a problem. You may just be excusing it, being like, well, no, it's not that bad. It only, you know, I only do this thing sometimes. I just ignore how I feel about myself. It's not a big deal. Or what you're doing to escape this feeling or this belief, you're just like, oh, well, you know, you're giving excuses. You're saying, well, this is normal for me. They're basically saying you need to start becoming aware and actually start digging deep in the root cause of where this is coming from, because it's affecting you way more than you could ever imagine. It is repressing your authenticity and your true purpose way more than you could ever comprehend, but your higher self knows this, and that is why you need to start acknowledging it. Just acknowledging, honestly. Like, when it comes to the 12th house, I'm getting the fact that, like, this is in your subconscious and you are completely repressing it. You're not even acknowledging this wound that you have. You are just going about your day as if this is normal, but it's not. Like, this is not who you truly are whatsoever. So I'm going to get another card because I feel like they have something else to say that I kind of want to bring up. And let's see what this is about that they want to say. Take a deep breath with me. I know that could be a lot I just told you a lot. What else would you like to say to these people? Oh, there it is. One card just literally jumped out. I wish you could have saw that. Oh, wow. This is really interesting, actually, because we have Pisces of I believe, and then we have Gemini. Let's focus on that. Nope. But there it is. I think. Gemini, I think. And Pisces, I believe. This is really interesting because they look the same. Like, they're like the same color, which is really fascinating to me. This blue color honestly might be in some sort of significance to you, this kind of ultraviolence, including like anything involving an ocean. You may be a water sign. I'm getting water sign, especially when it comes to escapism. You know, water signs are kind of known for escapism in multiple forms. Pisces can escape through their imagination and or literal just like drugs. Scorpios can escape through sex and or validation. And Cancers escape through emotion or generally like manipulating, which is weird, but that's just the stereotype. But when it comes to Gemini, I think honestly what I'm getting from this is you need to go. These cards definitely have something to do with each other. Like, these cards are very significant and they're connected. And they are saying a message. That message together is you need to shift your mindset going from I believe to I think. And let me explain what that means. So in the sense of, let's say this negative core belief you have is I am not lovable or I am not worthy, right? Instead of being like, I know for a fact, like it's a hardcore, fully formed belief within yourself. Like, you think that this is logical, you think that this is the truth, and it's completely rooted in emotions. No matter how much evidence you think you have for it, it's completely rooted in your emotions. They're telling you to step back from that, start looking at this at actually a more logical standpoint. They're basically saying you need to start looking at the reality, for one, and for two, looking at it like the truth of it. Like, this mirror symbol to me, the fact that like this is like a mirror, this person is looking at the truth of themselves. They're like looking at who they truly are instead of being chained in delusions of Pisces, because Pisces is kind of delusional. Instead of being chained down by this belief and delusion, you need to actually start thinking about it logically and thinking about the circumstances of it logically. So maybe you're explaining this belief that you have through a very emotional standpoint, and the evidence that you have to prove this belief is it's happened to you, but you're not looking at the full story. You know, maybe there are things that have happened to you that say that this belief is true, but then there are also other things that have happened to you that say this belief is not true, and you're completely disregarding that. You're just saying like, no, I don't even want to think about that. That doesn't count. Right? This is telling you that you need to start looking at those facts, and you need to start being a little bit more logical is really what they're saying, honestly, because Gemini is quite logical. Gemini is quite thinking, you know, Gemini has to do with the mind, and Pisces has to do with the belief. So they're basically just saying to switch that energy. And honestly, I think that that's all I have for you guys today. If you did resonate with this, let me know in the comments, and if you do need help when it comes to healing in general, or you feel like that resonated with you and you are struggling with your negative core beliefs and there is something that is really bothering you, I'm going to link a video that I created down below called How to Heal and Do Shadow Work in General. That video is going to have a step-by-step guide on how to actually start implementing steps to start like working on your negative core beliefs, basically, so that you don't let them affect and rule your entire life. But yes, I love you all. I will see you later.